Morning, everyone. This is Danielle from Miss International. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel, Miss International. Also, I'm on Facebook as Miss International Lux Travel Group. Also, I'm on Instagram as Miss International Lux Travel. Subscribe to me on YouTube as well because I'll be having great videos coming out with the various countries I travel to, travel tips, safety tips, and also travel deals. I am hopefully by the end of this year, early next year, I will go ahead and release an ebook with ways to find great flight deals for traveling. Sometimes you do pay quite a bit to travel, and sometimes, depending on travel destinations and timing, you can find great flight deals. So go ahead and subscribe to me. Back to my video. Why did I start solo traveling and why you should consider solo traveling if you never have solo travel? I have to be honest. My first solo trip was at the age of 41, my first international solo trip. A solo travel in 215 to LA by myself, that was real successful and pretty easy. But international, went to the UAE, which is United Arab Emirates. I was pretty much thrown in a situation where I found a great travel deal. It was like 472 for my flight from DTW to Logan to United Arab Emirates. And so I thought I had a friend of mine that was going to go with me, but it didn't end up working out. People have other commitments, careers, jobs, and, schedules don't always, pair up. So I had to make a decision. Was I going to cancel the trip or was I going to go ahead and make that 18-hour plunge? And guess what I did? I went ahead and made the plunge at the age of 41 as a middle-aged black solo traveler, went on to the UAE, just did my research, created a great itinerary, pre-bought my tours. And let me tell you, it was the best, most liberating experience that ever happened in my life. I'm kind of glad it kind of happened that way because if I wasn't thrown in that situation, I'm going to be real, I probably would have never went that far on my own in my wildest dreams. And from that one trip, I have made, let's see, 5 other trips now, solo traveling to countries pretty far away, from Africa to Europe to Asia, just recently to India. And let me tell you, solo traveling is the bomb.com. I absolutely love it. Love group trips too, but I have to do me solo trip, has to do a solo trip once or twice a year. The second reason why I like solo traveling is that it allows you to be selfish. It's self-care. Myself, I have a stressful career job. I work in health and human services. Also, we have family stresses, relationship stresses, just stress. I'm here in the States, in America, out of Detroit, Michigan area. You just have daily stresses. And when you solo travel, it kind of gives you time to get more in tune with yourself, to be selfish. And me, I'm a giver. I'm always helping people all the time. And sometimes I overextend myself. And last year, I did learn to say the word no. Like my little nephew who do this, I do that too. And I actually would say, no, I can't do it. Where before I used to say yes to things, overcommit myself to too much. And I have stopped doing that. But the solo travels allow me just to have my me time, for me to be selfish. I wake up when I want to. I eat where I want to. I take whatever tours I want to. I don't cater to no one but myself, and I love it. And actually, I'm putting self-care. Last year, I kind of started practicing it. I'm going to continue to practice it. It's good to have self-care. We all need time, to ourselves. No one should be always busy and always, having daily stresses. And it allows me to detach. I put my phone on airplane mode, only turn on my phone if there's emergencies. I do have Verizon Wireless, so I buy that $10 a day travel pass. So in case if I have to dial out, if I can't connect to Wi-Fi, I will. But I haven't had to do that on too many solo trips. Maybe once or twice for a day, I had to dial out. But for the most part, I detach and my phone does go on airplane mode, I have to admit. So for me, I love that self-care part of solo traveling. The third reason I like solo traveling is that I get a chance to meet new people. Like, it is so cool. Like, I love people. I call myself a popular loner. I know lots of people all over United States, like friends, associates. And at the age I'm at, 41, a lot of people, they're married, they're in relationships, they have various careers. And sometimes your schedules don't always meet to go to concerts, to do things or even to travel. And so now, since I've solo traveled on that one trip, whenever I want to go somewhere, I mean, I kind of don't ask people no more sometimes, which is not great all the time, but I will extend offers, sometimes to certain people to see if they want to go. And if they don't, I will solo travel. I don't have a problem. I absolutely love it. It is like the most most liberating thing, can become addictive, and I just love the fact of meeting new people. People feel your energy, my vibes. So I'm approached a lot by like people from the islands and from Africa, like a lot. A lot of people always think, just looking at me, I look West African. I always get Ghana, and I get Ghana and Nigeria. And actually, it's so weird. I meet so many Nigerians. Like it's crazy. I'm like a magnet. It'd be elderly people, younger people, women, children, men, and they just draw to me like crazy. And I am going to. I've been saying this, but I'm gonna be serious in 2020. I'm gonna go ahead and either do the ancestry.com kit, which I have here, and then someone suggested another site. I can't think of the name. It's a little bit more expensive than that for doing your DNA to trace your roots. I'm going to do that because I know I'm straight up out of West Africa. Which country? I don't know. I kind of believe Nigeria or Ghana, but I'm going to figure it out. So I'll know from my own curiosity, but through my strong genetic genes that shows up, even though I'm Black American. I know my genes are in Africa. I want to know where because I draw African people to me no matter where I'm at. Even when I'm here in my own home city in Detroit area, they come up to me. When I travel in the US, they come up to me. And when I travel international, it's like an overkill. And I've had some of the best experiences. People do the sweetest things for me. And I probably would never see some of these strangers again. Some people I do have numbers through WhatsApp and IMO where I can connect. Like I got my Nigerian family in the UK. I got my sis in Joburg, South Africa. And I have a couple other people. I can't think. Oh, in Dubai, I have like two good, really good friends now. So, I have people where I can connect when I do solo travel. So I love that part. And if I was with a group, people might not approach me as much as, when you by yourself, people feel your energy and your vibes. So I absolutely love that factor. And what I was going to say to the new solo travelers, don't let the today's politics, because lately it's been a lot of stress going on, like with the US and Iran. At least that's de-escalated, but as always, every day is something that's going on political. And people, I had someone ask me like, you went to the UAE just recently? It's been a lot of tensions with the US and not with UAE but with Iran and Iraq, and that's always back and forth, off and on. Yes, I did. I went and I ain't have no problems. Like I told them, you can't let fear hold you captive in life, because if you let fear hold you captive, you won't do nothing. You won't change careers, you won't travel, you won't be able to live out your dreams. A lot of people get so scared they just stay stuck in the mundane. Don't do that. If you're a newbie, go ahead and make that trip happen. Myself, I offer my fees are very inexpensive for consultations for solo traveling. I can assist you. I have my links on my YouTube, and also I'm on Facebook and also on Instagram. If you don't want to use me, you can use another travel person. If you don't want to use them, there are other people who will do it. And actually, I sometimes I have done it almost practically free for people because I want to encourage people, get out there, live your best life. Don't be living through other people wishing your life away. No, if you still got life and you got breath in you and good health, go make it happen. Go ahead and enjoy your life. Here I am, 41, and that's not old, but I'm 43 now, but I was 41 when I made my first like independent solo trip. Is never too late. And I just did a consultation for a guy. He's 65, my client. He's in Burkina Faso. I never had anyone go to that part of West Africa before. They speak French, Burkina Faso. But he was going to some health conference and he was really excited. And he heard about me. I met him through a friend of a friend, and he heard about my travel ventures, and he hired me for every step on the way, what to do to get prepared. And he just WhatsApped me yesterday. It's like, I made it in France. And then this morning, he's like, I'm here. I'm in Burkina. I am just so happy that he had enough guts at his age to go ahead and make it happen. A lot of people, they sit there and they wish and they never do it. But only advice I do give the newbies, start small in your city. Go to a concert, a big concert like a Beyonce, a Lizzo, or any other big venue that come in. Go to big festivals. See how that feel. Because some people can't even do that. They got to have a friend or a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a family member to do that. They're not comfortable with their own company. After you do that, go to a city that's close to you. Like me, I'm 4 hours away from Chicago. Detroit area is really close to Chicago. Five and a half from Indianapolis, 4 from Cleveland. We know, just go somewhere close by where you live, a city, or even like I've been far as Texas on my own, which is much further driving, but it's like 3 hours, I think, by flight. Just do that. See how you feel in your own skin when you go soloing in the States. And if you can master that, go ahead and do that international trip. Go ahead and just live your best life. And I'm going to say shout out to the millennials. I'm glad I'm on social media. I used to be really social media shy for years until I did my first trip. And then I had a cousin, she added me into a couple groups of solo people. She wanted me to try to network with them. And it didn't work out on my first trip because all them solo travelers, they had their own plans. I had my own plans. But it's just beautiful seeing people going to 40, 50, 60, 70. Some people been up to 100 countries. Would I do 100 countries? No, I don't think so. I just have certain places I want to go to, and I'm pretty much winding it down. I have about a couple more that's on the bucket list that I'll be pretty much done with my main bucket list, and I'll do some other countries that's secondary. But I love how the millennials, they quit whole careers, $100,000, 120, 150, and they start all over again and they live out their dreams. People in my age group in the 40s, we're more nervous, more afraid to do that. We'll stick to a career we don't like and retire because it's safe to do. Where millennials, they'll start again 2 or 3 times and upgrade every time. And this, I love that fearlessness that they have. And they also encourage other people to get out there and do things. Some of my favorites are Anika the Traveler and Gloria at Nemo. I hope I'm saying her name properly. But I just love, and it's a couple other people I follow. I can't think of their Instagram names off the top of my head. It's a guy and his wife I follow. I think it's Kingdom Ron. It's a guy solo traveler too, black solo traveler, young traveler. But just looking at how they live their best life, it is just wonderful. And my advice to you, if I can do it at 41, I made one solo trip. I think I'm on my fifth or sixth one now by myself, international. And I've been to a total now 17 countries overall. You can do it too. Not all 17 soloing, 5 soloing, and other ones were with other people I went. But if I can do it at 41, I know you can do it at 20 plus or 30 or 40, or my customer who's 60 something. He's out there and always wanted to go to Africa, made his dream come true. He's in Burkina Faso as we speak for another week and a half. So that means you can also do it too. You just have to put the fear aside. Don't let politics, don't let other people discourage you. Just plan everything with safety and precaution. And do me a favor, subscribe to Miss International. I'm going to have 2 to 3 good videos about Dubai pumping out with my travel deal and just my experiences of a black solo traveler in the UAE 2 times. And I have all my links also on my YouTube. You can always contact me if you have any questions. Take care and God bless.